That's me, Curtis Hines. I would love to tell y'all that I've been the best husband and best father in the world. Nah, not at all. I failed many times for many years, but I wanted to do better, not only for myself, but for my wife and kids, and the people that love me. I want to share with you all on how I became a better man, a better husband, and a better father. How y'all doing? This is Committing to Your Commitment. I'm Curtis Hines. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all, man, for just, the comments, the likes, man. I appreciate you guys following me and hitting me up on all my social media platforms, man. I appreciate interacting with you guys. I love it. I enjoy it. Let's keep it going, man. The last episode or two, man, I was talking about the flesh and how sex is so high on our list as fellas, man. I want to continue and kind of wrap this up about the whole sex topic by saying sex is a beautiful thing. And I'm not just saying oh yeah, it's good. Like, oh yeah, sex feels good. Like, nah, deeper than that. Like, sex is a beautiful thing when done right. And not saying like, hey, like doing it right, like the actual act of doing, like having sex, like, hey, if you do it right, it's a beautiful thing. I'm just saying more so, I can see how they say we should wait until we found the right one to give ourselves to. I can see that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely in hindsight, like, oh man, like, because as fellas, man, like, we get ourselves in a lot of trouble, man, when we are having sex with people we know we shouldn't be having sex with. And I say that with the understanding of, when you know you putting it down on a woman to like hook her, you pulling out all the tricks, like, oh, making her sprung, like getting to where like you got her mind, and you know you're doing it through the flesh, like you doing it sexually. Like, that's a dangerous thing to do, and to continue to do it. Like, if you haven't gotten any trouble or hasn't caused you a lot of headaches and pains and sleepless nights and everything, then hey, don't try it. Like, just stay away from it. Keep doing whatever you're doing if you haven't dealt with none of that stuff. Like, we weaponize sex, man. I say that we weaponize sex because we're doing it in such a dangerous way, because we are not allowing sex to be something that we value. We're using sex as a weapon, like I said, as a guy to hey, I'm gonna put this on her and everything to have her, gone physically and mentally, and then I'm gonna go do this to another one, and then to another one and everything, and now you've created this connection with all these different women and everything, and it's stressful. It's exhausting, man. And we are taught that, in a younger age, that's player. That's player to do that. Like, that's the game. Like, yeah, man, you're supposed to have you a few nice ones. You're supposed to have that. It's exhausting. It's not as great as they make it out to be, especially, man, when you have a woman that you're with. We have the woman, like that one. That's our baby. That's our boo. Like, hey, we put her up on the shelf, while we go out here and get and weaponize sex to the world. But we have that one to where, like, that's when we definitely wrong. Like, we know we shouldn't be out there like that. Whether you're in a serious relationship, especially if you're a married man, we can't be out here like that. That's not healthy. That's not the way you do that. You don't weaponize sex like that. But we're taught that, man, and we are, shown that is the popular thing to do in these times. That's such a popular thing to where, from the videos and music and dudes rapping about it, and you seeing movies and different stuff where they got plenty of women. They got all these different, from even some of these TV shows, popular TV shows, where the guy got the wife and he the drug dude and he got it like this and he got the little side joint, on the, that's not it, man. I say sex is a beautiful thing when done right, because I truly believe that's why they tell us to wait, because if you wait and everything and you able to, give yourself to someone that's open to give you themselves with that same chemistry, with that same outlook, that say, hey, sex is deeper than just the physical side of it, Their sex is a beautiful thing when it's more than just on the surface. When you're going skin deep, like not skin deep. When you're going deeper mentally, when you're going deeper to create things together, when you're going deeper to understand this person, to where sex can be a beautiful thing because it's just more than a physical thing. It's mentally. It's almost like, your souls are connected. Like, that's the kind of sex I enjoy having with my wife. Like, that sex more so of like, man, we were almost made for each other. That's the kind of sex like you should want to be having than just weaponizing your sex as a man and just sleeping with all these women. There's not a better feeling than being pleased by a woman that is only giving herself to you, or that she knows you're only giving yourself to her. When y'all have that understanding, man, that bedroom is amazing. It's an amazing thing, man, when you do it right. I'm not weaponizing my sex. I'm not trying to put it on her and everything to where I can get her, she cool, so I can go and like, nah. Nope. When done right, man, it is a better, deeper connection that you have with a person, man, that you have with your lady and everything. And once you get to that point where that trust is there with sex, because that makes sex even better to me. When there's trust involved when having sex with someone, man, the sex is incredible. The sex is incredible when there's so much trust involved. There's so much love involved. There's so much, like, that sex is amazing. I've yet to have any better sex than that in my life. The love, the trust, and all that's there, none compares. None compares to that, man. So like I said, man, it's worth the wait, man. It's worth to understand, that, hey, I shouldn't be giving myself to just any and everybody, yet alone on what kind of stuff is out there. When you're out sleeping with all these different people, we know what's out there, And not only that, man, in my book, man, I share these things, man. If you know me, like, hey, I've been out there. Like, I haven't been the most honest husband or the most honest guy. I know what it feels like to be out there, in that world, thinking that, hey, I got the best sex in the world, so I think, all these women should have some of it. I've been out there. I know what that feels like. It's exhausting. It's expensive too. And when you out there like that, it's gonna lead to other stuff. Especially when that woman on the side, or that woman you've been tiptoeing out with, tells you she pregnant. You are the father. When you hear that, when you know that, oh man, that's when the reality sets in. We can play all day until reality hits us. And I encourage you guys, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth the headache, man. It's not worth the pain and stuff you putting on your woman. Married or not married, man. It's not worth it, especially a woman you've been rocking with and everything. Your wife, like, it's not worth the pain that you put on them, man, when you out here weaponizing your sex, when you out here, man, just giving yourself to any and everybody. It's more, it's about more than you. It's about more than your man down there. So we have to think with this guy up here. Because like I said, sex is a beautiful thing when you're doing it right. You ain't worried about nothing else. You ain't worried about nothing else, because like I said, there's only so many things that you can do to be pleasured. Because once you get it, you good. Once you get it, you like, the reality sits in. When you get it, like, oh yeah, okay. All right, yeah. What's next? But when you get it with your woman, when you get it with that woman, when you get it with your wife, and you get it and you good, like, man, I get to do this every day. I get this for the rest of my life. Oh, it's an amazing thing. It's a beautiful thing. When you know it's yours, like, oh, this me. Oh, you gonna put it on me. Like, we get to do this for the rest of our lives together. That's mine and this yours. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a beautiful thing. Sex is a beautiful thing, man. Straight up. So I just hope this helps, man. Being a guy that's been out there, man, look, it's exhausting. It's not worth it, man. And like I said, hey, come back, because we're gonna talk about that. When you know you the father, when you hear that you are the father, and that's just in general, period. Not even just stepping out and you got some side jump pregnant or some side piece pregnant. I'm not saying that about our women, but just in general, just period. Out there, like, hey, having sex, and the lady tells you, hey, I'm pregnant. Let's talk about that. So come back. I hope this helps, man. I hope that made sense to you guys, man. Sex is a beautiful thing when done right. Hey, I'm a God-fearing person, man. It is a spiritual connection, man. Sex is a deeper thing. It's a deeper connection, like I said, man, than just the physical aspects of it. Like, if you can, man, like, trust me, find you that one that you can trust and love and everything. And I tell you, like, you keep that up and keep that connection and keep that trust going. I know many men can, like, confess this. Like, yes, it's a difference. The sex hit different when love and trust is involved. The sex hit way different. I'm telling you that. It makes you feel good, man. When you ain't worried about nothing. When you ain't did nothing, and then now you worried about if you got something. Now you worried about, oh, if somebody find out, like, oh, no, you ain't got to worry about none of that. So, hey, I'm Curtis Hines. This is Committing to Your Commitment. If you want to know more about me, check me out on all my social media platforms at @DCurtisJHines. Man, I got books out there, man, covering some of these things. Hey, this is like episode 28. Go back and watch the rest of them if you haven't seen any of them. But this one, look, hey, I'm talking about a lot of stuff for my guys. It's for my fellas. Hey, women, hey, if you watching, look, let me know if I'm missing anything. If you think I ain't covering it all the way through and through. Hey, if y'all want to, talk y'all apart, say something, hit them comments. If you don't like what I said, hit the comments. But if you do like it, share it, subscribe. But go check me out on everything else. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back. Because when you hear the word, you are the father, everything changes. It should change. For the better, for the best. See y'all soon.